All right, folks, Big Paul here today. I'm going to take you behind the scenes, show you what it's like to do a full high carb day now as an IFBB pro bodybuilder. And I'm going to share with you some of my work habits during the day, show you a little bit of how I have my work set up. And we're going to dig into all that in just 1 second before we get started. And just a quick reminder before we get started, I still have the sale going on for the Science of Anabolics and PEDs e-course. Use the code IFBB at checkout for 20% off. Enjoy the video. All right, good morning, folks. I'm going to take you along with me today on a high day. People seem to like these eating videos. It's exactly 1 week post-show, and here's the crazy thing. I'm down like 5 pounds since the show. I have a small appetite. I just have to force myself to eat, even on contest prep sometimes. I guess it can be a superpower because it makes contest prep easy. But the 3 days after the show, I had 2 cheat meals, something like that. I don't remember. I think I had a pizza and then I went to Denny's the day after. And then the day after that, I only ate 3 meals. And then Monday, I kind of got back on track with my regular diet. I hadn't weighed myself since the show. And I weighed in at weigh-ins at 249.8. And I was 241 this morning, which is crazy. But that's how my body goes. So we're going to do a high day today. If I knew I dropped that much, I would have already done a high day. I haven't done a high day since the show. I figured since I'd had some crap food that maybe it wouldn't be so bad. But we're going to do a high day today. So people that think I eat like a child, today's the day I eat like a child. Dude, can you move? You're in my way, please. Thank you. We're going to have some kiddie food today, cereal. We're going to have some candy. We're going to go out for a cheat meal. But I don't eat like that every day. That's just 1 or 2 days a week. It's just how it goes. But I'm doing, for breakfast, I'm doing meal 1. I'm doing cream of rice. And I'm going to, with jam, and I'm going to have some coffee. I got a long day lined up. I got a lot of shit going on today. I have my Ninja coffee machine. I'm doing a double dose of coffee today, doing the breakfast blend pods from Starbucks. I get this, although it doesn't matter today, but I get the low-fat, low-calorie creamer. It's 20 calories per tablespoon. I probably have like 3 tablespoons of it, to be honest with you. So it's a little more than what, probably 60, 70 calories in that, but not that it matters right now. I'm down pretty far. So I need to put some weight back on. I think I'm going to do the Masters Worlds, IFBB Masters Worlds. I talked to the officials afterwards. They told me I should do it in September 1st. I'm already going to be up in Pittsburgh for North Americans. So I have clients competing, so I might as well do it. We'll see how I feel. I'm headed out to Mexico for a short vacation, going down there for 4 or 5 days. Leaving Saturday, and I'll be back Wednesday. And I'll see how I feel when I get back. And if I'm into it, then I'll do it. If I'm not, then I won't. I'm leaning towards it because I feel pretty good coming off this prep. It's about the best I've felt coming off a prep. Even though the last week was a little rough, but for the most part, this was an easy prep. I should say easy in relative terms compared to the other preps. But it wasn't Wasn't that challenging to prep. I probably could be a little leaner, but I'm not sure what the competition's going to be like in the pro show. If they're going to be pushing, I was pushing size or leanness there. I was a little worried about Masters USA's or Masters National, sorry, that I wasn't lean enough. I was definitely leaner at Masters USA's last year. I have not yet been able to 100% nail the combination of leanness and fullness. This was probably the closest I've been. I looked my best 2 weeks out, but still didn't quite nail it. I got sick the week before the show. I would say I was like at 85% at the show. For breakfast this morning, I'm doing some Faye Total Zero for protein. I am doing chicken breast for protein. You guys are going to get grossed out, but I mix it in with the cream of rice and jam, so it's all one big lump of stuff. Just makes it easier to get down. I boil the cream of rice on the stove. I don't know, people have different ways of doing it, but this is how I do it. But yeah, I think I'm going to do the Masters World Championships. As long as I feel okay, I'm going to get my blood work done today or tomorrow and check it, see what it's like. I may get down to Mexico and eat tacos and drink some tequila and say, fuck, I don't want to do this anymore and take a break. But I don't know. I don't feel like that right now. I haven't had the urge to go eat a bunch of food. I haven't felt like I was done with prep. I feel like I could keep pushing. My initial plan was to have North Americans be my backup show anyway, in case I didn't get the pro card at Masters Nationals. I had a window of 2 shows. I felt like if I'd had a window of 2 shows last year, I may have had a chance of getting it. It was very close at Masters USA's. I could have been fuller at Masters USA's. I think I flattened out a little too much at the end, but I definitely was lean. I was pretty shredded at Masters USA's. Conditioning was on point. So we'll see how I feel when I get back. You see my giant 22 ounces of coffee I've got here. I usually don't drink this much coffee, but I got one of these days lined up that's probably gonna need it. I've got 5 consult calls with clients. People book consult calls to talk about their cycle. I've got clients competing almost every weekend. I actually don't have anybody competing this weekend. That's crazy. I've had pretty good year so far. 2 pro cards, 2 almost pro cards that were 1 spot off from pro cards. But multiple local class wins. I've had a lot of guys drop out of prep though this year. Just a lot of people get halfway through prep and they give up. I mean, prep's a mind fuck. You got to be in the right place. Honestly, I get it. It's tough if you got family and obligations going on. That really should come first. Bodybuilding is a very selfish sport, and prep can take its toll on you mentally. It's not so much the physical part of it. It's not like back rolling. All right, I'm going to give the dog some. I don't know if you can see him set. Let's be gentle. Let's be gentle, 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 gentle. That wasn't gentle. The old guy here, he knows how to be gentle. Gentle, buddy. Yeah, you're a good boy. They always get a piece of chicken. Got to make sure I save a piece for the dogs. They always get some. Come on, Milo, you're in my way, bud. My dogs are on chicken and rice. I've got 4 cups of raw rice ready to cook. I do have my carbs today from rice in the Zojirushi rice cooker. You can see the cream of rice here after I cook it. I don't like it super soupy. I like it to be semi-solid. And get this concoction together. You'll see it. I do use some insulin on high days, although I don't think I need it today. Shit, I forgot to put salt on that. For salt, I use this Morton's Light salt. It is a blend of potassium and sodium. I think going into the show, part of the reason why I might have been sick is maybe I was hyperkalemic. I don't know. I have to be careful with using a potassium-sparing diuretic and using this type of stuff. Possibly. I don't know. I'm just speculating. I usually pull out shit like bananas and stuff just to be mindful of it. That's something you got to be on the lookout for if you're using potassium-sparing diuretics. And I'm going to buying my mom jam on here. And this meal, I'm a little over, but I think I could use the extra carb. This meal is going to be 50 grams of protein, 200 grams of carbs, 0 grams of added fat. In reality, there's probably 2 or 3 grams of fat in it from the chicken breast. And it's pretty low fats. We keep the fats low, carbs high on this day. I'm going to load up some glycogen, get myself filled back up, but here's the meal. That is meal 1. All right. Meal 2 coming up. I think I'm going to do some Captain Crunch. The Captain is making his appearance in this meal. Check this out. I just found these. I don't know how I miss these all the time. Cinnamon Captain Crunch. This shit is the bomb. Dating myself, my Gen X speak here. But I'm going to have some Cinnamon Captain Crunch with this meal. We're going to do some rice and chicken. Half the carbs today on the high day actually come from rice. The other half can come from sugary sources. People get all bent out of shape about me eating trash kid foods on my high days. All I can say, I got ripped from my show. I eat like a 5-year-old. It's only 1 day a week, right? I mean, how much damage are you going to do from 1 day a week? I eat normal, healthy, clean food the rest of the week, and then I have this stuff on the high day. So, and it's not like it's a ton of it anyway. It's half my calories. We're talking about, I don't know what, 6 meals out of 42 for a week, where I'm getting a little bit of processed food in. And you can do the math on it. If I were to eat 1,200 grams of carbs straight from rice, that's 24 cups of rice. Who the fuck is eating 24 cups of rice in a day? I'm not. You'd have to be a savage to eat 24 cups of rice in a day. I don't know how that would even be possible. So if you can hammer down 24 cups of rice in a day, you, my friend, are an animal. There is no damn way that I could do that. You'd have to be a complete savage to get that done. So, using chicken in this meal, I'm just doing the chicken and rice. I'll remember to salt it. I'm salting it with the Morton's Light sea salt again. You can see the dogs down here. I don't know if you can see them or not, but they're waiting for their food. My babies, they're both over here waiting. I'll give them both a piece of chicken when it's time, and I'll show you here in just a second. But these guys are very, very patient. The young one here, the shithead, Milo, is still learning how to eat gentle, so we'll see how he does with the gentle eating here in a second. I'm going to put 2 pieces aside for him. Last video I did when I was eating, I didn't realize how this asshole was sneaking food off the counter when I had my back turned. And the video showed me. I'll show you here. Let's see. Let's get down here. There he is, the baby. That's Milo. And here's my old man. That's Mr. Max. All right, come here, boys. Let's, Milo, sit. Sit. Sit, Milo. Milo, sit. Come on. All right, come here. Gentle. Up. Gentle. Wait. Gentle. All right, you can have some. That was a good boy. That was a good boy. Here's the old guy. Max. Max, sit. Sit. Max, sit. Sit. Give me a high five. Give me a high, come on, buddy. Give me a high five. Good job. There you go. You're a good old man. Good old man. My old guy, he's really good with tricks and stuff. He's very smart. The puppy, he's stubborn. He does them when he wants to do them. But what are you going to do? They say the old dog's the one that's hard to teach new tricks to. He learns tricks. The puppy, sometimes he does stuff, sometimes he doesn't. Got the light salt out again with the potassium and sodium in it. It is 350 milligrams of potassium, 60 milligrams of iodine, and 200 milligrams of sodium per serving. When I get closer to my show, I'll measure it out, but right now I'm not measuring anything out. We'll measure the Captain Crunch out here. I usually do the cereal dry. I might spare some oat milk in it today. When I do get closer to the show, I kind of cut these trash sources back, and I'll stick with like fruit or fruit juice. I do clean it up when I'm, a couple of weeks out. But right now, it doesn't matter. So we'll see. I'm going to show you what 100 grams of carbs looks like from this. You're going to be disappointed when you actually see what 100 grams of carbs looks like from this. It's just a bowl of cereal. That's it. Just a regular bowl of cereal. That's 100. You can see it over my hand. That's 100 grams of carbs from cereal. So a lot of people that think they're not eating a ton of carbs are probably eating more than what they think if they're eating stuff like this. Meal 2 is done. On to meal 3 now. All right, one of the things I like to do between meals, especially on the high day, to help with digestion and just feeling better, is to get a quick walk between meals. Just like a 10-minute one. I take a walk around my neighborhood. I do my walk in the morning. This year for contest prep, I did step count instead of actual cardio, prescribed cardio like I have in the past. I would do something like, 10,000 steps a day, I think is what I worked up to. And I'm pretty sedentary. I didn't realize how little I actually move before my contest prep. I was only getting like 2,500, 3,000 steps a day. It's absolutely fucking ridiculous. That's how much I sit on my ass all day long. So deliberately built in some steps today. And I'm doing kind of the stand efforting thing where you just get out and do a 10-minute walk each day between meals. And that makes things a lot easier to get the steps in. It helps with digestion too. And I can handle doing 10 minutes of cardio at a time. So like what I was doing during my contest prep, I would get up and do a 20-minute walk in the morning. Sometimes I do the cardio Q&As just to make the time go by a little bit faster. And then I would go out and do these little 10-minute walks between meals. And that made things a lot easier. I think Stan was the first guy, Stan Efferding was the first guy I heard talk about doing this, and it's such a brilliant trick. It seems like everybody does it now to get in some cardio without having to think about it. I do like to do a little bit of high intensity cardio for heart health here and there. Thought about buying an elliptical for my house. I'm just having a hard time plunking down the $3,000 for a good elliptical when I could just go to the gym and use one there, but it would save me the time of going to the gym. All right, got the walk in. I saved you the rest of the walk, but 10-minute walk roughly around the neighborhood. And now we'll get meal 3 in. Take my shirt off so I don't get all sweaty. I sweat like crazy. Even just walking makes me sweat. I think it will do more chicken and rice. Surprise, surprise. And probably some Swedish fish, or actually Mike and Ike's. I think that's what I'm going to go with. All right, we'll get the shirt back on now that I'm back in the house. It's a little chilly in here. It's covered with dog hair. As you can see, everything in my house has dog hair on it. It's the price you pay when you have English Mastiffs. Dog hair on everything. What do you do? It's just what happens when you have dogs. I got the cleaners coming tomorrow, but it doesn't really make any difference. Yeah, so I think I'm going to go with Mike and Ike's for my next meal. I know I have some somewhere. Where are they? They're in here in the pantry. People make fun of my candy choice, saying Mike and Ike's are pathetic. It is old person's candy. So Mike and Ike's, we'll go with some chicken and rice again. You see me popping a grape between each meal. I just like grapes. More of that. Watch out, dude. You'll step on your foot. It was funny after the show. It was crazy. It was a couple days where I just had nothing but overwhelming positive comments and people reaching out for support. And it was really, really nice. I was overwhelmed and flattered by the people reaching out to me. And I was disappointed that there weren't more trolls trolling me. Oh, they're back out of the woodwork now. I already had a death threat today. I posted a joke up that somebody evidently offended somebody. It's a joke about something that we see every day. I'm not going to mention it because I don't want to upset the guy further, but I got a death threat from him for posting a joke. There are some crazy people on social media, I'll tell you that. I never knew it until I got on social media. Dude, you waiting for your chicken again? They're here at every meal waiting for their chicken. They are chicken and rice fans. Actually, they just get the chicken. Their dog food is chicken. I get the organic chicken and rice dog food for them. I don't know if it really makes any difference. Who knows? But I love my dogs. Nothing but the best for them. They're my babies. I feed them well. I take care of them. They take care of me. I let them sleep with me. I probably shouldn't let the dogs in the bed, but I love my dogs. They're my babies. All right, but I'm not going to make you beg this time. I'll just toss you a piece. There you go. Both of you got a piece. Piece of chicken for each of you. And now I'm going to make you really sad when I measure out these Mike and Ike's and show you how little it takes to actually get 100 grams of carbs from Mike and Ike's. You are going to be shocked when I do this. Let me find my little carafe here. Let me show you how small this thing is. See how small this thing is in my hand? Wait, I'm going to fill this guy up. And I'm going to show you how little Zero out on the scale here. Let's see what this works out to be. It's going to be really sad. It's funny, when you eat enough insulin, you get all these crazy jaw pumps from eating. All right, this is gonna, it's half the bag, basically. It's 100 grams of carbs. There you go. That's 100 grams of carbs for Mike and Ike's. Pretty pathetic, right? Gotta go do some work. I need to get a video recorded for tonight. Need to do check-ins. I've got some marketing stuff I need to do. It's about, I don't know, what time is it? 2:30. So I'm on meal 3 at 2:30. I usually get up around 8. I do cardio. I eat around 9. I work until 5 or so. Then I go to the gym around 7. I take a little break, and then I get home from the gym around 9, and then I work again until like 11:30, sometimes 1 in the morning. Just depends on how motivated I am. 7 days a week. That's my routine. I work 7 days a week, probably 10 to 12 hours a day, 7 days a week. Been an entrepreneur my entire life. I've managed businesses. I've run businesses. I do investing, bodybuilding. I just retired from my CEO job, I don't know, 2 months ago. I'm not doing a day job anymore, just focusing on this stuff for now. It's what I love to do, and I'm just kind of enjoying life. Now it's time to go eat, do a little bit more work. All right, now it's back to work. Today I'm working on I work on my daily stuff, which is check-ins, taking care of my clients, things like that. And then I have long-term projects that I work on as well. Working on adding more to the building effective cycles, the cycle cheat sheet. I'm trying to add more to that. I keep upgrading that and adding stuff to that for the people that purchase that. Client check-ins, video editing. It's another thing I do. I edit all my own videos. I do all my own artwork, create all my own content. I do have a video editor that I work with on some stuff. The guys come to the gym that film me. So I do have that. I do have some help there. But a lot of the stuff I just do on my own. And it's a lot of work, man. It's long days. And a lot of people say they want to be a coach or run a business, but they don't realize the amount of work that goes into doing this stuff. It's a crap ton of work. This is my mothership. This is where I sit all day long. I do all my podcasts from here. I do all my check-ins from here. I do everything from here. This is where I sit for 10 to 12 hours every day, 7 days a week. And I love it. I love working. I love grinding. And this is just part of it. I'm sitting here eating meal 3 while I'm doing this. And we'll do some video editing, crank out a new video. I'm going to be gone next week, so maybe this video will be out then. But I want to get my content up and scheduled for next week before I leave. So part of that, I'm getting that done today. And that's just a day in the life of working. Check-ins don't stop coming in. Contest prep, especially during contest prep season, people are competing on the weekends, so weekends are nuts. Saturdays are crazy. Everybody loves to check in on Sundays and Mondays, so I got a pile of check-ins. There are no days off when you're doing this stuff. It's 7 days a week. I'm not complaining. I love it. But this is part of it. And then I try to dedicate a certain amount of time every day to forward momentum stuff, keeping an eye on my investments, some of my other business ventures, working on content, creating content for people to learn, educational content. I'm constantly working on new educational content. I'll have a lot more stuff coming out here soon that people haven't seen yet, but that is coming. It's just part of the grind. I love grinding. I love working. And a lot of people want the results, but they don't want to put the work in. I'm not trying to sound arrogant about it. If you want to make money, if you want to be successful. I had a video up earlier in the week about it. Whatever it is, you got to grind. You got to put in the work. It's a lot of work. And you got to love the work too. If you don't love the work, then you're probably not going to be eager to do it. Anyway, back to the grind, folks. This is a peek inside of what it's like here in the day. And the next up is going to be meal 4. All right, we got meal 4 coming up now. I think I'm going to go with sourdough toast. A classic. Sourdough toast and some jam and a protein shake. Keep it simple. That keeps the food volume low. I generally keep the protein shakes to just 1 a day. That's where I max out at with the protein shakes. I don't do a ton of protein shakes. If I do more than that, it's explosive ass time. My butthole's going to explode. It's about 4:30 right now. I'll eat my meal 5 at 6:30 and then head to the gym. I usually work out for tonight is back. Probably get a 90-minute or so workout in. I already did my cardio for the day, so I don't need to do cardio. And then I'll take my daughter out to dinner later. Her and I go to dinner together. It's usually kind of our thing. I don't know how many pieces of toast I'm going to do because I'll do 4. It's enough. I might have to do a little bit of candy to fill in the gap. So 4. The sourdough toast, the macros on this, I'm not going to weigh it out exactly. It is 25 grams of carbs per piece. Now keep in mind it's going to vary from piece to piece. It's not like these things are weighed exactly the same. They're different sizes. That's the thing with macros and people obsessing about labels, food labels, and being correct with them. The FDA allows up to a 20% margin of error on food labels. So there's only so accurate you can get with it. So you just need to make sure that you're weighing your food. So at least that's consistent. I'll make a video about it at some point. I know I've talked about it before, but there's this phenomenon in statistics where accuracy and it's accuracy and I forget it now, but I'll do a thing about it at some point about like if we start sweating over the accuracy and precision, that's what it is. So if we worry about the accuracy of the macros, which aren't accurate, we know that they're going to be off to as much as 20%. It is more important to focus on the precision of the measurement than it is the actual accuracy of the macros, because you can't get very accurate with it. You actually introduce more error into the situation when you obsess about being accurate with the macros, something you can't be accurate about. It'll make sense when I explain it to you. And people get it all backwards. I was a computer science and data analytics major in college, so I took a lot of advanced math classes. I've forgotten a lot of it. It's been close to 30 years. But anyway, we're doing the sourdough toast. I should have been toasting it while I was here. We want to do some jam with the sourdough toast. This is an easy one to get down. To buy my mom jam again. The dogs are going to be disappointed because there's no chicken in this meal. And for my protein, I get cold filtered whey isolate from True Nutrition. My friend Dante Trudell, he makes the best protein out there. It is the best protein that you can get. It's high quality. I really have to be careful with protein powder. It blows my gut up. Justin talks about how it enters leaves your system too quickly. That's the reason why he doesn't like it. There's some ways to work around that. I just sip on it while I'm working, like between meals, so I'm not hammering it all down in one big gulp like some people do. And sometimes you do want to get a fast hit, like post-workout or when you're using insulin, things like that. But I'll drink it over the next hour and a half, 2 hours. It is rapidly in your system, but I still, you know, the chicken's probably still digesting from the meal before. It's not like that. It's completely emptied out. And there are things like casein that digest slowly, although casein tends to upset stomachs. A lot of people get really bad protein farts from casein. At least that's what I've seen. You can mix the protein with some fat and some other stuff to help with that. I'll take my vitamins later. So some things I add in on my high days to help with digestion. I have a very sensitive stomach. I do Digest Gold, digestive enzymes. I add those in. I do some ox bile with each meal. I use the NutriCost ones. And then this is not for digestion, but for insulin sensitivity, I use Suppressor Max from First Detachment. I pop a couple of these with each meal. Justin said you can take the whole thing in one dose, but I find when I take everything in one dose that I get an upset stomach. So I don't do that. Start sipping on my protein shake now. The digestive enzymes, you need to read the proper amount to take on here. So you'll see here the proper amount that you take. It'll tell you, like everybody will take like one of these, but it's not enough to digest the food. So like for this one, it's one pill for 20 grams of carbs. So I need like 10 of them. I'll do half, but it's more than what you think it is. And I'll do the ox bile. I just do one with each meal to help with digestion as well. And toast should be just about ready. Looks like there's about 30 seconds left on that. I will make my sourdough toast, eat it with my protein shake. This is one of my high day favorites. Actually, I don't know if I burnt my toast a little bit. Let's see here. No, it's perfect. I like my bread to be a little bit on the brown side. Who doesn't like their toast extra toasty? Let's see here if I can get that one out. This is perfect. I got this guy perfectly done. And I'm gonna measure this out. I'm gonna be a little, I don't think I'm gonna have enough on here to hit the 100 grams from the jelly. Maybe I will. It's gonna be about 30 per. Yep. Yep, so just about perfect. We'll spread these out. And I'm gonna show you this. This is for people that are wowed by the amount of carbs that I eat. I'm gonna show you with 200 grams of carbs. A lot of people, I think, eat more carbs than they think they do. What 200 grams of carbs from toast and jam look like. It's not as much as you think. This is what 200 grams of carbs from toast and jam look like. All right, last meal before my workout, meal number 5. We're gonna keep this one simple and do one of my favorites. I'm gonna do my apple pie filling with rice. That's one I love to do pre-workout. Let me see if I can find my apple pie filling. I think it's in the pantry. Where are you, Mr. Apple Pie Filling? Here you are. I'm gonna do apple pie filling. I know people think this one's gross. I love it. With rice, chicken. It's actually pretty good. It goes down easy. One of the things I like to do on my high day, I just like, my appetite just fucking sucks. Everybody was asking me what I was gonna have for cheat meals after prep. And I was just tired of eating, to be honest with you. I don't like eating 6 times a day. I get sick of it. I just wanted to go back to eating like 4 times a day. And I did that for a couple days. And I had a couple meals, whatever I wanted. But my weight right now is actually down or a little bit from where it was on stage, or close to the same. I don't know, but it's similar. A couple pounds down. Probably just glycogen depletion because I haven't been eating all the carbs I was before. I get tired of all the carbs. But I want food on my high day, at the point I was getting to, that goes down easy. I want food that I can put down that digest easy. I have IBS, so I don't eat a ton of vegetables and stuff and fiber. I do get a fiber supplement in at the end of the night to help with digestion and lipids and stuff. But if I eat a bunch of high fiber vegetables during the day, my stomach is absolutely destroyed. And anyone that has IBS, you see the dogs over here, they know it's chicken time, knows what I'm talking about. So I go with easy to digest foods. Rice is pretty easy, chicken's pretty easy, I'll do cod sometimes. I handle steak very well. One of the reasons why I do like to go low fat, not just for the performance enhancing aspects of it, is the fats really mess my stomach up too. I find that I don't digest them well. I can use enzymes to get them to digest, but sometimes it results in my stomach being, here you go, Max. Milo, there's your piece. It just results in my stomach being a mess. So it's not worth it to me. I usually don't do a pre-workout, but I'm dragging ass today. It's been a long fucking day. I slept like 6 hours last night, which is pretty typical for me. I usually try to catch a nap during the day, but I think I had too much coffee this morning. You guys saw the giant coffee I had. It was too much. Sometimes I'll do a pre-workout coffee instead of an actual pre-workout. But I'll do a half a scoop of the WTF from First Detachment. And let's see here, that's an appropriate amount. I'll put a little bit of orange juice in it as well to give it some flavor. This is an appropriate amount of, got a little extra in there, whatever. Apple pie filling. I put a little bit of this Saigon cinnamon from Costco, Kirkland brand. Go Costco on top of it. Shit's awesome. Here's what it looks like. Rice, chicken, apple pie filling. I know it seems gross having the apple pie in there. I'll get my supplements in. I have all my supplements in a pill box. I have a video up if you want to check it out. With my supplement stack, I go through all of it. If you're curious. It's up on my YouTube channel. Oh, almost fumbled that one. If you're curious, you can check it out. I may or may not take digestive enzymes, we'll see. Probably I'll take them, I should. Yeah, fuck it, I'll take them. Well, another thing too on this high day, you really want to jam the water down too. You need water if you're going to load sodium, or load glycogen, sorry. You need sodium in there too. For every gram of glycogen loaded, it's something like 2 to 3 grams of water. I don't remember the exact math on it, but it's something like that. I'm going to get the WTF pre-workouts. Where is it? I know I've got some open. Here we go. Oh, I'm sorry, bro. You okay? Got your head in there. My dog's always up my butt, so he gets his head smashed and everything. WTF, this is, what's this flavor? Raspberry lemonade snake bite. And I'll mix it up with a little bit of orange juice. I still have about 20 grams of carbs short. So I'll need, I'll just round it up. We'll be 6 grams over. We need 8. So it's half of this container. I'm just going to eyeball it because I'm not exactly on prep at this minute. So that's close enough. That's probably about a little bit more. That's probably about 20 grams of carbs. Close enough for today. It's a high carb day, a little extra carbs. Isn't going to hurt me today. And I'll do half a scoop. If you want to pick this stuff up yourself, man, this shit kicks. I'm super sensitive to stimulants. A half a scoop for me. Milo! My dog's drinking out of the toilet. I hear him. You can say half a scoop's plenty for me. I pinched his head and he had to go in the pantry door. He had to go soothe himself by drinking out of the toilet. That is a big dog problem, and big dog owners will know. They can fit their head into the toilet, and it's the unlimited water fountain. My kids always forget to put the damn toilet seat down. I tell them all the time, put the fucking toilet seat down, and they don't do it. And he drinks out of the toilet, and then he kisses me with that mouth. Disgusting dog stuff. My intro workout, I will do also from First Detachment. I will do field rations. If I can find my lid for my container, I washed the dishes today. Sorry, my counters and stuff are a mess right now. I'll get the cleaning ladies coming tomorrow. Field rations from First Detachment, which is highly branched cyclic dextrin and essential amino acids. And I'll do a little bit of insulin, preferably not on camera. With this, I'll do probably about 200 grams of carbs. I don't want to give doses too much, but I'm very conservative with the amount of insulin. I use about half what a diabetic would use going into my workout. And right now I'm super insulin sensitive coming out of the show. I could probably get away with even out it and not have a problem. But anyway, if you want to pick that up yourself, it's discount code AB10. There's a link in the profile. And get our food down, and we're going to go train some back later. All right, I'm rolling into the shop gym. Let's see, Mr. Chewbacca uncircumcised himself. Floating into the gym out here. We'll see how high he is today. Hitting back tonight. And then I'll go out for my cheat meal later. We'll see. I think I'm going to get breakfast food. I don't know. We'll see. I'd run the camera into the gym, but it looks like it's raining right now. Might have to forego the camera. Is it raining? Is it not? Is it raining? I don't know. It looks like it's stopped. I'm going to roll the dice. There's a guy waiting next to me. He's trying to get in my parking spot. This parking spot next to me. I hate to break it to this bro that's trying to fit in this parking spot, but it ain't gonna work. No, he's gonna make it work. There's a truck that's like half parked in the spot. He's intent. He's ready to make it work. There's a grocery store here that's always insanely busy, and people venture down into the gym parking lot to park because there's no parking spots at the grocery store. We'll see what's going on here at the shop tonight. Week post-show, my workouts aren't crazy hard. Kind of easing back into things. It's easy to get injured a week after show. Usually take a week or two and kind of ramp your workouts back up. Strength's going to be down. There are going to be problems anyway, so if you go too hard, you'll end up tearing something. You see what's going on in here. I love this place. It's the best gym. It's the best gym in the DC region, probably in all of East Coast, really. It's one of the best gyms out here. We'll find Chewbacca, Colin. I don't know where my dude is at. Probably in the bathroom. There he is. There he is. I wish I had his biceps. I got gypped on that. All right, we're done with the workout. Got Colin Harding. We got it in. Colin made my biceps look small.
Yeah, right.
Now it's time to figure out where the fuck I'm going to eat. Pretty sure it's Silver Diner. My daughter doesn't get off work until 11, so that's about the only option. Anyway, so we're just going to have to go with what's available. Got a couple hours before then. Hopefully I don't go hypo. I might need to eat some Swedish fish in the meantime. But we're 1,000 carbs deep now. Target for the day is 1,200. Goes down a lot easier now that I'm not taking Winstrol. It's funny how the appetite increases when you stop Winstrol and the AIs. Actually, I'm not completely off the AIs. I've just reduced the dose. It's cut in half, I guess. See ya, man. But we got to figure out what we want for dinner. Go home and get a little work in before. Do a couple more check-ins before I pick my daughter up from work. She works close by to the house. Does not have her driver's license yet. She is almost 17, so I got to get on her ass about getting that done. But here soon, she'll have it, and she can drive herself to work. But for now, it's Daddy Uber. And hopefully this guy doesn't run over me. I'll pick her up. And then we'll get some food. That was a half-ass workout, by the way. Week after a show. You're always weak after a show. Strength goes down. It's that's typical post-show. Strength is going to go down post-show. It comes back pretty quick. Guys get freaked out about being weak post-show. Usually within 2 to 3 weeks, you're back at pre-contest prep strength. It's just glycogen depletion and lack of fluid. You don't have leverage. You're just weak and run down from the show, but it comes back pretty quick. It bounces back. And in fact, a lot of times you got to be careful post-show that you don't injure yourself. All right, on to getting dinner. All right, going to Silver Diner for dinner. That's the verdict. I figured out it would be, but it's the only thing open right now. My lens is probably fogged up because it is pretty humid out. You see how it looks when we get on there, but Silver Diner it is. All right, so the $1,001 question, what do I want? I'm not sure. Do I want to keep it lower fat or get a little extra fat and eat something? Usually I get an omelet. There's a couple choices with omelets here. There's some lower fat ones. There's a California omelet. Sometimes I'll get the Western omelet, and then there's a Philly cheesesteak omelet that's really freaking good. Yeah, you have the California omelet here that's egg whites, chicken, tomato, jack, cheddar, scallions, black bean salsa. This one's pretty low fat. It's 638 calories. So it's 27 grams of fat, which is quite a bit. I'd be surprised with that. It comes with fruit and toast. A lot of times I get the Western omelet. You know what a Western omelet is. It has potatoes with it and a biscuit. Sometimes I get this Philly steak omelet, which is really good as well. And then I'll get a side of pancakes with it, no butter and syrup. which is pretty freaking awesome. I get my carbs up high, I get my calories high. I need to push my weight back up because my weight had come down from the show, which is not like normal people. Most people gain a bunch of weight after the show. I'm actually down. I'd like to get myself back up to 250. I was in the low 240s this morning. I don't know what I'll be after the high day. Usually I'll bounce back up to like 247, 248. But I probably need to get back up to about 250. But I don't know. It was like almost 240 this morning, I think. But we'll see what I am tomorrow morning. Well, I had to scratch my fucking plans for dinner. What I was going to get, they were out of the breakfast stuff. They said they've been slammed in here, no goddamn pancakes, and none of the stuff that I normally order. So I went with a fried chicken sandwich instead, and some french fries. Fuck, I wanted pancakes. God damn it. I wanted pancakes. All right, we'll make do. Paul, I'm going to have to slum it. Paul's going to have to slum it. No pancakes. Sad times. I've been looking forward to it all week. All right, and I got my food, finally. It's a little late, and it's not what I wanted. Sad, disappointing face, but here we go. Here's what we got. You can see it here. The chicken sandwich. I got a little bowl of turkey chili with it, some french fries. I probably won't eat the coleslaw because I don't really like coleslaw. That's it. That's the cheat meal for tonight. Now you know. For coaching or consultations, head over to www.anabolicbodybuilding.com to book your spot today. I can help you with optimizing hormones, fat loss, muscle gain, physique, athletic performance, nutrition, and health. For more information, shoot me an email at bigp3rd@gmail.com.